GenC podcast. Welcome to the GenC podcast. I'm your host, co-host, JP Jackson, and to my right I have Rizaan Rose.
Hi everyone, let's go.
So Rizaan, what are we chatting about today?
So, I feel like everyone is a bit hot for the Republic of South Africa, and I just thought like let's talk about it, man. Let's vent as
In a safe space.
Are we like you guys was like I just in the comments just like why are we like this? But we're getting ahead of ourselves. We first want to talk about our past because I actually JP, I have this friend that had this assignment, and she was asked in the assignment, what is your like indigenous heritage? And I feel like as colored people, what is
that?
What do we have? You know, like, cause are we Indian? Are we Muslim? Are we white? Are we black? Like, what's the tea? And so yeah, I just wanted to sort of start as of like, what is our past? Like, what is the colored person journey, if you will?
And then we will bring it back to the present day and like what's South Africa like today, and we'll go full blown.
Oh, wait, then you can complain. And you can complain.
And then we look at South Africa in the future from both of our perspectives.
Oh yeah.
And then we can have a deep dive in the bowl again.
Yeah.
And always to wrap it up, we'll need a grateful thought.
Indeed.
Cool.
Indeed.
So let's dig into it.
Yeah.
South Africa in the past.
Yeah. So I'm like, when I think about my past, my heritage, my parents, actually my mom grew up in District 6. And I think that's like the easy, you know, so there's a lot of those stories. So District 6 was a sort of cosmopolitan, like everyone mingles with everyone. Yeah. And I feel like that's that gemengsel, that mixed race, you know, I think that like epitomizes colored culture, like from like the first thing, it's just like we are a mixture.
Yeah.
And you know, like before you go, do you know it's wild is I'm gonna say something wild. Just like I'm on the record. I'll say something wild. Do you know, like if you think about, because we are a mixed race.
Yeah.
Like if you think of other countries and their sort of mixed race, it's like they just have like light skin, like in UK.
Yeah.
Light skin, but they're still black.
Yes.
In America, light skin, but they're still black. Jamaica, but for us, we are
all different.
Like like we just different.
Yeah.
We're not white. We are not black. We are something else.
But even within that, like you speaking about District 6 past, my parents weren't in District 6.
Okay.
My mom and dad grew up in Bishop Lavis.
And grandparents?
And maybe they were, but unfortunately they passed away before.
Okay, good find out. The secret wasn't revealed. Okay, and they don't have a diary of Auntie Franklin. Auntie Anne. Oof.
So then I didn't know anything about that. And so my parents' entire history discussion has always been about Bishop Lavis.
Yeah.
And that in that space.
Yeah.
And yes, like when we chat about that time, they weren't very well off. But one thing that they were was a connected group of people.
Yeah.
They all knew that they were colored because they could see they were colored. And they had like the same passports and that sort of thing, the walking across the road, like that sort of. So even though they were from different spaces, they were still connected.
Okay.
But
I actually have on that passport, or the ID. So this is wild. So my grandfather is from Pretoria vibes. So he was like Sotho, Tswana, I don't know
but
exactly.
You even said you Kenyan.
Allow me. Like leave me, like yeah. No, yeah. Anyway, and then my grandmother is like Cape Townian. But so on their sort of IDs, my grandfather had black, and my grandmother had Malay. Okay. But then some of my aunts had colored. And it's like, that's wild, man. Like, how is a third of your family Malay, a third of your family colored? Like, do they have different axes?
But at least you had like the same groupings of people. Like my grandfather was a white, his family was a white family.
Okay.
But there were 5 brothers.
Okay.
3 were classified as white, 2 were classified as colored because they were darker. And it was split. So the 3 brothers that were light skinned ironically ended up in Australia. I'll just allow that.
Yeah.
But he was classified as colored.
In Cape Town. New Zealand and Australia. That's why we must all support like either Stormers or the New Zealand teams. It's like, we traitors like that. Yeah, there's no in between. We traitors like that. Like, you must know a Crusader supporter. You must know a All Black supporter because that's second Cape Town. Allow it. It go myself. It go myself. But now I feel you on that. So now, like, so for me, what is easy is to just sort of my heritage, just focus on sort of the Islamic aspect, man. So all the cultural things that we did, the food, what we wore, what we like, the different like events in our lives had like an Islamic sort of twang to it. But my parents grew up, my mom would say, like, for example, everyone would go to church together. Like, doesn't matter if your name is Fatima or Seep or everyone's going to church together, everyone's going to mass together, everyone knows their Arabic alphabet, everyone knows Jesus loves me. So that's actually that's why in primary school we must had like a singing assembly. Then we had the DCU. I used to fish for Jesus, Oaks. Like Lal's always shocked though when I know like shout to the Lord. And when we play 30 seconds, all the Muslims know all the Bible stories. It's nuts. It's nuts. Like it's
that's
and I think like that. Well, I'm fortunate because that's like what my parents were. They were mixed.
Yeah,
they were mixed. What was your like?
So we were a typical Christian Anglican type family. We went to church on a Sunday and we went to Sunday school and that sort of thing.
Sunday school.
And we were singing the Shout to the Lord jams. But like there was nothing specific to like being colored. So if we were like in primary school, we would have like almost like a traditional day or you always see the Xhosa people wearing traditional outfits. The Zulu boys, if they were in the school, they would wear specific attire. But we never had an attire or a specific dress code.
What is the like? Some people think it's the Khoi San. That's our
you're gonna go with a piece of cloth.
What is the sort of like, and so that's what I'm saying, like I was lucky, I would just choose like the Islamic route.
So what must Anna go with Jordans? The unofficial attire.
Yeah, but I like it's unfortunate, but that's how we talking about it. That's like the poor colored child. What must you wear? What is our culture like? And if you really like, if you think about, okay, what do we then do now? So, or rather, what did we do then? And so, like you said, a very sort of Christian upbringing, Sunday school and stuff. But the other thing that happened on Sundays is that when you clean the house, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey and all of the Boys to Men is boosting in the house. Lionel Richie, we are about that life, that hot. Like
it's
that
the food.
Like that's low key. That's low key our culture. We sort of like acclimated to American culture. Like we've adopted. Like I mean, I low key look like Tupac or Kobe,
if you want.
Yeah, like that. That's the. Don't you think like what we wore as colored people was very sort of like influenced by the Americans.
But it was also, I think, largely influenced by music in general.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the things that my parents did or the people around me was always influenced by the music they were listening to.
It's wild. Sorry, just like when I said Americans now, I just thought of like the gangsters. And yeah, oof, but sorry, the
we
music.
Are not
are we? I mean, no, we're not. But it is like
no, we can't. But it is
the facts.
Full stop.
Facts.
It's nothing.
The
it's
facts
nothing. It's
are
nothing.
the facts. We didn't steal the number system from Italy. We didn't take it from. We must call each other France and stuff like that. Oof. Yeah, that's like those type of words people used to throw around. I'm sorry. Like that's just you grew up hearing these things, man. Even me, that's fond of the word naga, and you must also like stop then using that.
Yes.
But it's like obviously that is South African. Like that's an actual word. I'm thinking. Like for example,
your English just it looks like your English is shutting down.
No, I did Xhosa in high school. If my Xhosa teacher must see this, like she's gonna like disown me. But I know, like for example, one of the words, and I'm like, don't cancel me for saying gangster stuff. But the word like pakamisa means to pick up, man. Like literally pakamisa.
But you're not doing a heels pose.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what was that movie? Was it prison codes and stuff like that? Do you remember that?
When that guy that came to look at prison gangs with
yes, with Buta Joe and Buta Khamat and there was that one video. Oh my goodness! Okay, now let's just move away.
Move away from getting cancelled. Can we at least stay in
sorry, our culture is not gangsterism.
Yes.
Our culture is not. It's influenced by American culture. You were saying. Sorry, you were saying. I'm listening to you. I'm listening. I'm itching to talk about it. I'm itching, fam.
So
I'm itching.
We are heavily influenced by the American in a way, but I think it's because of how it's perceived in the community. Okay. It's always seen as wealth and like doing well in life, or that's why I think the affiliation with the clothes we wear, the specific brands, is always
hairstyles.
The hairstyles. I think
this is the official colored haircut.
Step by step.
The fade or the fight. And I swear, they probably also do the...
Yeah.
But I don't think
you
didn't bless me. I feel like you must bless me on camera. Please
I don't have the barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I don't know, for those that do have like skin cuts, they always put that on the head and it goes...
Oh, that alcohol. I love the burn. The burn. It's part of my heritage. That's part of my...
How is that part of your heritage? It's just...
I am clutching at straws here, JP.
So if you feel so deeply about the number culture.
Oh, oof. I thought we got out there safely. I thought we got out there safely.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Let's leave it. Let's let it rest.
Please.
So moving towards South Africa today.
Oof.
What's it about the modern South Africa that, it rubs you the wrong way?
Okay. So, I mean, oof. I do think, like just a young soliloquy before we get into this. So, I was noodling.
Like sands through the hourglass.
I was noodling. Like, just like, hear me out. Like, this is probably going to get me cancelled. I'm erring on the lines of cancellation. So, you know how like, there's a current sort of, I don't know if you call it a movement, but there's a lot more acceptance for NB people, non-binary. Walk with me. There's a point. And so I was thinking about it, man. So non-binary and then non-binary language and terms and stuff is just like to not gender certain things, man. Because some words has like a male and a female, like husband, wife, king, queen, stuff like that. Mother, father. So I was thinking about how NB, non-binary, could be a sort of like challenge to the patriarchy. right? Because the patriarchy, I'm coming for the patriarchy. Like we're gonna get there. The patriarchy obviously establishes as more male centric and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
So instead of going all the way to a matriarchy, why don't we just have something in between that doesn't choose? You know?
Yeah.
So I was thinking. I'm not trying to do any like cultural erasure here, but I was thinking that our country is in a unique place with colored people and colored culture to not have a black versus white, but to sort of then show that because we chose our culture effectively. We've been choosing our culture. And unfortunately, we have a history of choosing sides and stuff like that. But at the same time, there's an opportunity there to almost like show that nobody's better than anybody. You are who you are, man. But unfortunately, that's not the reality. The reality we are in is where we are now. You get me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like,
but that's such a great way of looking at it. I mean,
thanks for saying that because I'm erring.
Yeah.
I was like, oof.
No, because like we
I had to practice like that in the mirror, like.
we always choose colored. No matter what we do in our different aspects of life, we'll always choose to be colored. Whatever that means to you specifically.
I see what you mean.
And I think that is where we need to be earing towards now me balancing my Italian. But that's what I'm like trying to just say that space is where we clearly can exist.
Because you're giving us a lot of credit, man. Because like, so for example, you must have heard growing up, "Ozo for your wit," or girls, for example, "Why is your hair like so krus? You must straighten your hair." Stuff like that. So now, like you said, we are choosing it more because it's becoming more normalized, becoming more okay and stuff like that. And that's like the I'm sturvy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm sturvy. I throw in this Nagani to keep me close to my
to reminisce.
to keep me connected. For the culture. I'm choosing me. Sorry. Nah, but like you get me, man.
Yeah.
But I like real talk. I'm freak stuff. Like, don't cancel me. But I haven't. If
I feel like there should be like a ticker.
Oh yeah, like
don't cancel me.
Nah, like this is actually like cancelable. I don't eat Gatsby's.
Why are we?
Like,
explain. Okay, wait. Why did this not come up when you first had our discussion? Where's that application for?
Revoke my colored status. So I actually
okay, explain why.
Yeah, just hold on.
You can't just like drop the bomb like that.
No, fierce. There's a reason why I don't eat Gatsby's, but it's also still like it's a violation. Like I broke like the commandments or something. So one of the questions came up recently with my friends, like Gatsby or Petrol. Petrol. Because a Petrol can be with fries, man. A Petrol is specifically made in a fisheries by a Portuguese Donny.
We coming for you.
No, it's bliss, boy. It's bliss, and that potato chip is thicker than your average. Oh wait, that's a Petrol. But yeah, so I would always opt for a chip because it doesn't disappoint, man. So anyway. The reason why
Gatsby disappoint.
Hold on. The reason why I don't eat Gatsby is actually like because growing up I used to have a Gatsby every weekend, like Friday and Saturday.
So now you
explode.
Just because you privileged.
I'm hard. I'm done. Like I'm so over it. Like I've had everything I've needed to taste, and like it's Gatsby right now for me is like the food version of trifle. Too much of a good thing is bad.
just move on, please. I'm not even gonna have this discussion with you because I don't feel like we started off on the right foot in terms of our expectations.
Oh wait, I said I was gonna be the villain. I said, oh my goodness, yeah. Nah, like that's my truth. I'm sticking to it.
So why didn't you add it? So this is the perfect introduction to the present type of game. Like, why are you so?
Yeah. So effectively,
would you like to explain what happens in
so effectively, like, the country's been wilding. Our country's been playing a game of Among Us and they're just venting and the whole the government is the imposter. And I want to know, like, South Africa, why are you so? Like, why are you so? And I feel like the first thing I want to ask is, your Eskom. Why are you so?
Like, just when you get used to a certain level of not having, not that you must be used to not having electricity, stage. But your stage, you get used to a certain stage. And
6
then you
stages
just
of grief, depression, acceptance, denial. My mommy's sperm. Sorry, mommy. Mommy's sperm in denial. It's like, no, we're not having load shedding. It's gonna be stage 2. Make do. It's gonna be stage 2.
But it is never true. It comes back.
Do you know, like, okay, let me ask you, what is your least favorite load shedding schedule time?
Like, the fact that you have a favorite. A favorite load shedding schedule.
That's my stage of grief is acceptance, boy. What is your least favorite one?
Yo, my least favorite is the one that's either like 10 to 12 and then like
in the morning.
No, in the morning, yeah.
Okay.
10 to 12.
Okay.
Because that's like when I feel like I'm the most productive. Okay. But then also the 6 to 8 one is wilding.
Lal is boiling behind that thing.
Like, there's literally...
I was like, I want to go back to Namibia.
And if you, let's say you operate in 2 different areas, it's even worse. Because you might have... You might be 4 in one area, then you're sitting so in a krag till 10.
I literally have like 6 different flipping codes on my phone. It's nuts.
On that app that you're not
So you just get this depressing notification. It's like debit orders, just like...
But then you when you go sleep at night, then it's pushed, downgraded to a certain level. The next morning you wake up, pushed back.
Like, they playing with feelings. Because it's like, and? Okay, and? Like, it literally didn't change anything for me. Downgraded to stage 2. Oh, you're back at stage 4. They're like busy with some algorithm and stuff like that. It's just like, Eskom, why are you so? Sorry, my least favorite. Sorry.
Oh, yes. I didn't give you an opportunity.
Yeah. My least favorite is anything that's 4 hours. Oh my God.
Full stop.
Oh my goodness. Do you know, like, underratedly terrible is 4 till 6 or like 6 till 8 in the morning because, like, that geezer, it didn't go on. Then you slap the cold. Oh, goodness me. It's depressing.
Yo, in this winter.
It's again this cold that's wet again. I actually read something.
You saying Eskom's cold?
I actually read something that said, like, apparently some syndicate stole like 1.1 billion of like the koala, man. And I'm like, 1.1 billion rands worth of koala. And I'm like, where did we get the money for 1.1 billion? And then apparently now, because of the load that's being, because something's going on there. They're burning through diesel. We don't even have money for diesel. Where are we getting diesel from? Like, I'm reading this reports and I'm like, ignorance is bliss. ignorance is honor because it's like, maybe because that's like, I was going to ask petrol price, why you so? And apparently it's because of Eskom. It's a cascade. They're the gift that keeps on giving. Oh, goodness me.
But why are the petrol prices so? So like for me, it's not as effective because I work from home. So.
Flex.
So the petrol price was not as bad. But
it still hurts. I drive like a small car. So like previously, before Corona, when I fill up my...
Is that where your Bible starts?
My fill up was like 600 or so. Now I'm earning towards that 4 digits. And like it was a blessing for me to buy this car because it's like fuel efficient and stuff. None of us are safe.
We're all feeling it.
None of us are safe. But like the because it's funny now, because say man now, like teaser trailer, we don't use petrol, we must use electric cars. But we don't have electricity. But we don't have. I feel like I actually broke this chair now. We don't have electricity. Did you see that one where the electric train? No. So apparently, the country got like a few whatever electric trains with what electricity? Yo, Eskom is really the gift that keeps on giving. Yo, cause you think, okay, what is the solution? Must we all just like slut pere and stuff like?
Back to the age.
Oh, we
get your Vainky.
Cause that's actually like, yo, like I was gonna say that's privilege, but I literally see the yellow people in Elsa's River with horses and stuff. Like, I was gonna say like it's a privilege to have a horse, but actually it's
just normal.
It's very normal. It's a hella normal. Maybe okay. I think maybe if they had to sort of create infrastructure for like a better mode of transport. Yo, I'm clutching.
At straws.
I'm clutching at straws. Yo, but like, why are you so South Africa?
I think my one would be like, ministers, why are you so? Because like Parliament really be wilding at times, and this lady is calling order, but no one's listening. The Madam Speaker, take control.
I'm not even gonna lie, I don't engage. It was funny. Imagine that. Imagine like you watching your country's politicians.
People that you voted for to take seats.
Presumptuous. People I voted for, presumptuous. Now, I do vote. Like begrudgingly, like just like reluctantly, like just like you almost like you feel scammed to vote. Like like really, do you proudly vote?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because I proudly vote because I know for me it's such a privilege to vote.
Someone's paying you to say that.
No. No taxi. No taxi association. For me, it's such a privilege to vote, and we fought, or the country fought so hard for me to be able to vote. So, why do you not vote?
No, I do, but like, why does it hurt to vote? That's the question. Like, why does it why are like the whole political spectrum? Why are you so? Like, because, okay, so on the one hand, the ANC's constitution is one of the best, like, just most inclusive, appreciated. But, like, the people, though. Why are they so? Like, you. Like I must say in one of the episodes, the 2010 World Cup was such a blessing, but it was riddled with corruption. It was, like, it's wow. Do you know, like...
Don't you feel like they, like, completely disconnected from society at large? Or do you think that there is a part of them that...
I have theories.
Take us through it. Please take us through it.
I have theories. So, it's one of those, like, where they are in a position to take care of their people. And I don't mean that in those people. I mean like literally take care of their families and stuff like that. Like I feel like Nkandla is just one big family plot.
He was like, I want everyone to live close to me.
And that's normal. Like that you want your family to succeed and stuff. And so there's a lot of that going on. And so like I'm postulating. That's why I said I have theories. So like people that get tenders are like friends of like ever. You in bed with your friends. Allegedly. Thanks. And so like in a way, they're behaving like normal people. Like you know, like you
organizing,
like they're behaving like a normal people would. It's just we need more. Like, do you know? Like, If
what just happened? Wait. I do not recognize this.
Okay, hear me out. Like I've just been on theory energy.
Okay.
So like for example, the racism isn't just you this or you that or you can't do this, you can't. Like it was deeper, like where if I drive where I live, there's not even like lekker trees there, boss. The roads is buggered. That's like still that's hectic. And so that's what I'm talking about. Like, okay, now then improve the infrastructure in those spaces. Start regulating. Like for example, like yes, Camps Bay and Clifton and stuff, mooi beach view. But like there's also other beaches. But like some of those beaches, there's a shack there instead. And I just feel like, okay, then give those people like, maybe we're not going to give them beachfront houses. Maybe set up like some beach specific like an industry there so that they can sort of then build an economy
from the land, basically.
Some maybe because like you drive and it's like the beach must stink. Why? Like what? Like and it's like that, so that's what I'm talking about. It's like you know,
is this the bottom of the theory list, or is there one more?
I'm not gonna like people want to hear what you have to say, Jake.
But I have zero theories about
okay.
what you're going to do.
Nah, like, cause look, I live in Elsa's River, so like things aren't like the best. So like you do hope for more. So you think about these things and why couldn't we have this? Why couldn't you have that? And so that's where these theories and stuff come from.
Yeah.
And I think this, you know, like that's a good sort of segue to what do we want for our country in the like not even like the far future, just like tomorrow. But also like what is South Africa? What would be a good 5-year plan for South Africa? Get your goals in order, South Africa.
So the problem, you can't have a 5-year plan if the minister's going to change halfway through. So I mean, but will they carry on the same?
Like, okay, so like,
what's it with this charging mechanism you're doing? It's like like when you just try to open the lawnmower or something and you like going through multiple.
I'm fully aware where I am. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm fully aware. So what was I even saying?
Did you see?
What was I was talking about
the hopeful South Africa.
Yes, the 5-year plan.
Yes.
And you were saying that the ministers, cool,
yes.
Gotcha, I'm with it. So
Nice.
like,
welcome back.
we spoke about this where it's more important the idea and the message. And is there no way that like from say the president, for example, sets a legacy and certain industries, because not all the ministers, not all the candidates are going to have turnover.
Yeah.
We don't vote like that. Yeah. We just vote for like national, provincial, and maybe like what's that other thing, local vibes.
Yeah.
We don't vote for specific cabinet members or whatever.
Yes.
So maybe they can instruct like, for example, like a 5-year or 10-year energy plan. Apparently they have one.
Apparently.
Apparently it's like they want to decarbonize.
Yes.
our country, decarbonized, and like wanna like maybe step away from plastic, our country. But yeah, sorry, yes, JP.
So
You are the optimist in the two of us. Optimus Prime.
So I think we need to just realize what a country can do. I think a lot of the times we look outward and like, this is what this country can do for us. This is what this country can do for us. Instead of realizing this is what we can also do ourselves.
Yeah.
And I think with the whole changing in governments and the changing of views, like you said, what is that 5-year plan? If you can tell me in 5 years we would have achieved this, then I don't care what happens in between. Yes, I mean, I'm not encouraging looting at all. But I mean, if something happens in between, that's fine.
Yeah.
At least in 5 years' time, let's achieve something.
Yeah.
Because I feel like every time, like you said, every time you get to that point, you're like, yo, what did we actually do? And then you like look back and like, the asnaks. So like, I am an optimist of South Africa. And I think my biggest problem is that I just love this country so much. Like, there's nowhere else I would want to be.
I also love this country.
But
very good.
And I just think there's so much potential.
Yeah.
But it's about, like you said, putting those building blocks and unlocking it somehow.
Yeah.
And we need some people that can do that, please.
Yeah. And I think...
And thank you.
I think that's a great segue to, because that also feels a bit hypothetical.
Wow.
I
must like stop living in dreamland. I must stop thinking that we are capable of doing these things.
Sure. So okay. So every...
Are you done charging?
I'm done. Like, I'm over talking about the country for now. And I think it's time to ask ourselves some other hypothetical questions. Like, say our country can get the act together.
So what happens in Sema now, Rizaan?
Right. So in this bowl, beautiful bowl, JP and I sort of go through a series of hypothetical questions. And we ask each other, Sema now. Right? Hypothetically speaking. So JP, you going to go first? Please?
I'm sure.
Please.
That's how we do things here.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, wow. Oof. Say now, males had a period.
Had a period?
Yes.
Cut. Yo. A whole menstrual cycle. Oh, nuts. We don't do well with emotions.
I think I'll just be in pain. I just feel like everything will be wilding. I wouldn't know how to cope with life.
There's a good reason why we're not the gender for this. I
don't even think that that beating.
Do you know what's funny now? If same when our men had periods, we would have found like a cure for that shit.
You're saying it would be solved.
We would have invested the infrastructure. We would have changed that thing real quick. We are horrible. I'm just thinking now. Oh, because like some people, I'm quoting. Some girls are like, they see other girls as God's gift. Like, oh, what is it like being God's favorite? Because they don't go through like the hectic period struggles and stuff like that. And some people like going through the most, can't hold food down, all that stuff. And I just feel like men in general would just like, say hypothetically, if it was possible, we would have fixed something.
Yeah,
we would have all gotten Easter eggs.
Kill. The whole future society.
We would have made babies in like a incubator. Yeah, like we would have just I don't know. I'm postulating. I'm hypothesizing. Can I go next? Because that's a dangerous one. I like this. Say Manauna, our national anthem was a song. What would it be?
Sister Bettina, full stop. Full stop. That should be incorporated in the national anthem right now. Just under Nkosi Sikelel. It should fade into a Sister Bettina, full stop. What would yours be?
Nah, but like, okay, you see, I don't disagree with you.
Mm.
I'm just thinking that is the national anthem. Like,
so this is not a hypothetical.
that's not a, that's actually the national
Fair
anthem.
enough, fair enough.
I'm thinking of like something that we'd actually sing as a country. Because in Kosi Caligula slaps my bro. 80 below out of the blue. She chapas. That's my jam. That's my like. So what song do we sing? We booty. What song do we sing with that much verve, that much gusto? Nuts. Because that is yes, that is. But I'm saying like, what song do we actually sing with that same? Comment below because I can't think of one. I'm like, I can't because I'm just thinking as a kind
we
of
can always go with Shout to the Lord.
I was gonna say like as a kind of person, I'm thinking about the American like songs and stuff, and I want to think of a local song that we made as a country.
That would be the national anthem.
Yeah, like one of those. Yeah,
agreed. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, let's go.
Nice. We could say, now. We could inhabit another planet.
Okay.
Which one would it be?
Okay. Wow. I'd be like cop out Mars. But like
hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically. Yeah. But you know, to be quiet. I know we can't live there, but like Jupiter, Saturn.
Yes.
Because of
the
like
ring.
I was gonna say the moons. So then we can like holiday on the different moons because there's a moons, a lot of moons. There's a
Doesn't that just like solve your fast dilemma? Like, won't you just like
Yo!
I'm asking.
Yo, that's deep. I thought I'm getting cancelled today. I thought, do you know there's like it's levels? There's like a whole society called the Maankykers of like South Africa, and so like Saturn has like there's like confederations like the like boxing IBF IBO of Maankykers. I can't lie because that is actually really offensive.
Sorry.
You like thanks.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, well, anyway, you're not sorry.
But I'm just thinking mine would be one of the ones with the rings so that we could explore.
Explore the rings.
Yeah.
And you can just like a Ratanga Junction around the rings.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah, that's
it also be
so rude.
Stop. Just in case you
solves your moon dilemma. It makes more problems.
So then
it makes more because which moon are we gonna like basically have dates based off? Like nuts.
Wilding.
Time is gonna be hella different.
But then we have more space, so that's why I'm thinking the
overpopulation.
Yes.
We don't need Thanos for that. Yeah.
Or collection of all the rings. So I think the larger planets, if they were inhabitable, would be one of the ones that I would choose.
Okay. Are you done? Like
I'm done. I'm so sorry.
My whole religion. You are taking a different take here. Okay. Say me now. You could eliminate a fruit. Which one goes? Do you know it's wild? It's like some vegetables that's actually fruit. Those. I'm joking. Let's see. Oof. I like fruit though. Like what do you do?
But that's why I asked it.
Oh, do you know what I don't like? Actually, pears. Pears are like they're mediocre.
Why a pear?
Pears are like I'm saying. Pears are like mediocre. Like apples do exactly what pears do, but
I would
better.
rather do like a quince or something like that.
A creeper. I get a creeper
over a pear.
I used to have a creeper tree.
Raspa.
Nah,
no,
a quince.
You say you'll take a
That's
quince.
a delicacy, my boy. You can't slot pear acha, but you can make creeper acha. What can wow. Even dried pear doesn't taste lekker for me.
Nah.
It's personal.
Nah.
It's personal.
Yeah. Is this a Gatsby scenario where you've had it too many times that now you just...
It's funny because wait. So I actually, that's actually, I have to almost pays actually. So one time, I broke a tooth on a pay. And so ever since then, I had beef with pears.
Okay.
But they also don't taste lekker for me, man. The brown pear is alright. Like, that's a sexy pear. That's a decent pear.
Why? Because it's brown.
I mean...
No, let me just do one.
Please take us home. Take us home.
Because clearly we be wilding here. Okay. I don't know why this doesn't have a deep tap, but say, man, now your emotions were visible to everyone like a halo. So let's say, so you might be thinking something and your face must be showing something, but there's like an emoji on top of your head or that shows how you actually feel about what you're saying. So like if you can imagine your boss telling you on a Friday afternoon saying this project is due, and then you're like,
I will find a way to
I will have it done, and then you
lies. That's wild. Like it's akin to imagine you can't lie. Like, would society be better or worse?
Or worse.
I guess better.
Why?
Like, because we'd be more honest, we'd be more forthcoming, we'd be more accepting of people's emotions, we'd know how people are actually feeling. I think society would be better in ways of how we deal with people and how we feel about people. I don't know, I'm guessing. Because like,
you find like when you don't take the truth into account, that you're just creating a whole entire, you have to build a lie on top of the lie to keep up the original lie. Like you're creating this whole nother version of what happened because of the initial thing of not saying the truth.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. And like for example, you save a lot of time in so many different ways. When someone tells the truth to you, you realize, okay, cool, I don't need to waste my time. Yeah. And also you as the lie teller, you don't have to keep that story active. You can just kill it because you already told the truth. So I think I'm...
So Rizaan, you really don't like Gatsby's?
I will eat a Gatsby.
No, it's all good. It's all good. We understand your point of view.
Why did you have to bring it back?
So coming towards the end, Rizaan, we always like to end off with a grateful thought.
Yes, sir.
For those that do not know, Rizaan and I usually have one-on-ones together. And for that week, we always discuss about what are you grateful for that week. So Rizaan, what are you grateful for this week?
I immediately forgot what I'm grateful for. I immediately forgot what I'm grateful for. I actually have this app. I'm not gonna say the name because like we don't plug stuff, but it's like a little Tamagotchi that like keeps me, like sane and stuff.
Happy place.
It checks in with me. It's very cute, and so I'm very grateful for that because it will like literally help me reflect on how I'm doing and stuff like that, and it helps me like do little goals and stuff like survive the day, work-life balance and stuff like that. It's quite cute. And then on a sort of like funny note, Labarang was recently. Always grateful for the biryani, for the butter chicken. It's always a vibe. It's always a bop. The only junk thing is that like I'm old now, so I don't get money. But like but I'm grateful still. Salam to your mommy, don't. What are you grateful for, JP?
I think this week particularly, I was, with everything that is happening, I was very grateful for employment. Because I think with everything, like the world is crashing down on us and everything is more expensive, it's squeezing, and you can really feel the pressure at times. And I think for me, I was just grateful that that's one aspect that I can do daily that will allow me to have food on the table. Okay. And yes, it is from a privileged position. Again, I say it again, I am very privileged, but I think it's due to hard work.
Yeah.
And also to keep it there is also hard work.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm very grateful this time around. It's just that we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Mm.
We're grateful to be like here with you.
Mm.
And so please do like,
share, subscribe.
And we out.
Peace.